Let's find out if this low to medium budget light gear is worth it. Coming up. So I went on Amazon and I searched for some lighting and I got some of this stuff here. I'm going to show you next. Basically, I got the lights, the soft boxes that can go with it, and they basically are powered via batteries, which I bought out as well, and they go through an IC adapter. So let's kind of just go through everything, and it's like a one and all package for your lighting gear. First, the bag. So this is a nice bag. I just opened it quickly. It's from Newer. So they make a lot of good stuff. It's not always the highest quality build, but they work. Let's say if you're always on the run and gun and you're carrying stuff, yeah, things might break for you. Like I said, they might not always be the best quality, but for the most part, pretty good. And especially that, considering the price, they're like a quarter of the price of like some of the more expensive ones. So this bag is enough for 2 lights, the stands, and I'm guessing you can also throw in a couple more things like the batteries and the soft boxes I got with it, because a lot of this stuff is kind of compact. So you can kind of see how it goes. This is like the dual strap. Let me see if I can open this. So this is actually how wide it is. So it's not bad. And close it up. That's why it wasn't closing. Yeah. So like I said, the zippers, for example, they are not the highest quality zippers, but I'm having some other issues here. Maybe that's why. Yeah. There you go. So closing. And you got one of those Velcro things here. A nice big pouch. It's padded a little bit on the inside, especially on one side. And it's kind of, let me show you. So this is padded as well. And these are some of the paddings. I don't know if you can see this. So it kind of like, it's 3 flaps. They're separate. And I'm not sure if they're supposed to be on the side or on top. But the bottom is padded. This side is padded as well. And yeah, that's the bag pretty much. There's nothing on this side and nothing on the other sides. So that's one. I'll go to the stand next. Again, like I said, open some of these things just to kind of have an idea. So this is, yeah, it extends. And you know what, let me just see. This is a bad thing that I'm doing it on my table. But they have little rubber feet, so that's kind of cool. Loosen this up and there you go. So this is the smallest it can be. Actually, maybe a little bit smaller. I've opened this just a little bit. But yeah, it goes... Well, let's open it back up first. It feels a little flimsy, but like I said, they do the job. I had some other... I think they were called Cowboy Studio or something like that, and they felt even cheaper actually than this somewhat. But, once you tighten this... Yeah, it's okay. Again, it's not meant to like hold really heavy lights, which they aren't. I'm assuming. I haven't actually opened the box yet, but these things can open up and it goes. I can't remember how high it goes, but I'll probably put that in the description or something. So that's that. The other thing is, let me just go quickly through this. The batteries. So they're kind of like popular batteries actually. These things, and they're for the Sony. F960, F970, and they're pretty much everywhere. I use them on some of my lighting as well, but these are, I think, just different capacity. Yeah, actually they might even be the same capacity as the ones I have. So that's what they look like. I don't know if this is going to be in focus, probably not, but I'll put links or pictures of these as well. So 2 of these, and oops. So just to kind of show you how they fit, basically when they sent it, it was kind of like this. I like some of these things that they're packaged neatly and whatever. The next item, the Softbox, compact, I guess. Yeah, I would say. So yeah, you saw how that worked. This is kind of cool. There's like little feet with, I'm guessing, magnets that you just basically make it straight and it locks. And that is your softbox. Very nice idea. Actually neat. And once it's like this, I mean, it's not like... Actually, it's okay. I guess because of the way it bends, these pieces here are not exactly straight, but who cares? I mean, if it does the job, why not? So on the inside, I don't know if you could see this, there is all this reflective material, the silver, and you got a couple of Velcro things here that there's, you know, also elastic. So, and this is to tighten things. So your light goes in here, which I'm gonna open next, and yeah, that is it. So light box, very nice. This was Neewer, by the way, in case you didn't know. And the light is also made by Neewer. So let's see. This is the LED NL480 photography light. I don't know why it says photography. I mean, you can use it for video too. And actually, that's what I would use it for. But people say that you could use this instead of using flashes. So, comes in a nice bag. Let's open this. Okay. This is the manual or compact start guide, whatever this is. Intro, safety precautions, features, 6 level of brightness. I'm just going to read this quickly. High CRI, color rendering index, steady, consistent, and responsive LEDs. Okay. And PWM dimming technology allows for precise, non-flickering brightness settings while consuming less energy. If that works, great. This is the power supply. 100 to 240, yeah, 240 volts. I guess this is made for North America. I'm not sure if you live in somewhere else. Might be different. The power cable. So this is now plugged in. There isn't an indication that it is powered. A little light would have been nice, but I guess that's why it's cheaper, right? Okay, let me just go through some of these things here. So, okay, you have 2 spots for batteries, which is nice. And power button, a couple of knobs, white and yellow. And that's for the temperature, which is nice. And you know what? I'm going to remove this temporarily, just so we can have a look at this. And this will, okay, so yeah, it's got a mount for your stands or whatever. It seems okay for quality. The build itself is okay too. It doesn't feel like cheap. It feels okay, actually. It's nice. I don't mind it. So power 28 watts. Okay, let me just put this in. And okay, so the switch here for the off set right now is for the off location, and then 1 it goes to the adapter, 2 is for the battery, which is like this way or that way. Cool. So LEDs are on now. I don't know if you could see this, but okay, so there it is. I'm just gonna go all the way up. So right there, whoa, pretty bright. Yeah, I'm shining this in your faces. Haha. Okay, so you know what? This is kind of like as far as almost the camera. It's very powerful. You know what? That's a lot of light. And I'm gonna turn on the yellows as well. You know what? Let me turn it slowly. So let's say I'm pointing here, so I'm not blinding you guys, and I'm slowly turning it. I don't know if you're seeing this get warmer, especially on the wall here, on the side of the wall. Definitely see it. You can definitely see it. I'm going to turn it slowly here. Yeah, and your faces. Let's turn down the white. And now we just have the yellow. Whoa. Okay, I'm going to... Sorry, I have to do this one more time. Yeah. Okay. Let's turn this down all the way, and I'm just gonna shine it slowly in your faces, not much, and just a bit. Okay, this is yellow, and almost the same level for white. So yeah, it is good stuff. I wonder how this is gonna perform. I don't think I'm gonna use this because I want to put this inside here, but you know what, first let me clear some of these things out. maybe I should put this on the stand. That would be a good idea. So now you're seeing the whole package. Actually, I can also use this. Just unlock this thing so I can, yeah. So that you see how it went down a little bit. That was actually when I showed you how small it would go. It went even smaller than that. So because of this battery, the weight of it, and let me just open this slightly here. So see how it pushes this down. So you can have it, I guess, locked into a certain location, and kind of just lock these things here, right? And I'm gonna use the battery this time. I don't know if it's charged up or not. Hopefully the battery is charged a little bit. Yeah, it's giving me some power, and yeah, there it is. With yellow all the way, white all the way. So I'm just gonna, let me. Now that I showed you how the battery, goes in, I'm just gonna go back to actually the, what do you call it? Power supply. Sorry. So it is 3200 to 5600 Kelvin, and I'm turning this a lot. So yeah, it just fell. Okay. And now I'm gonna put it here. Okay, I'm not going to tighten this or anything, just so, again, we can kind of go through the testing. So still on, well, I'm going to turn up the brightness. And this is pretty, all the way white. And we'll go all the way yellow as well. See how much more power. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if this is just me not doing a great job at this, to be honest. Okay, so I've put this, okay, see how it is? You can see those little handles to tighten this. And if I spin it now, this thing can be loose. I have to spin it the other way. This is not the most fun LED thing. Okay, let's say this is it now. Flat. Okay, opposite sides. Okay, now I can turn this. And the reason actually I can't turn it is because of this thing. So let's put it just up a little bit. There you go. So I hadn't tightened that thing down. But now I'm going to turn the light up. And sorry if it's just too much in your faces. Yellow and white. That is quite a lot of light. Comparing it to my just other lights there, Cowboy Studio lights, which has those light bulb ones, whatever. There's like 6 of them inside, and this is here. Just by looking at it, I mean, this is smaller. I think the actual light, like the Softbox, the other one is better in terms of softening the light, and so I'm not sure if you could see the wall here behind me. See how if you're not too far, or if you're further from the light, from the background, you can just see how much softness it is, and this is not bad at all. But if I just put this away here, there is some lights that are on me here, and you kind of don't really see any of the background, so it's very well balanced in terms of there isn't anything behind me. But so the light box may not be the best, especially again, if you're this close to the background, you could see how much it's softening. Maybe because the light is actually still closer, those lights are further back. But yeah, let me see if I just move this a little bit here. Oops. Yeah, so you could still see actually, even then, again, it's not as far. This is maybe half the distance instead of in terms of the other ones. But you could see how much on that side. It's okay. Again, the softbox may not be the best part, but the light for itself is very good. I think it's worth it, and especially for the money I paid. And let me just turn this down now. The options it has is nice. You can go with the what do you call it? With the batteries or with the AC adapter, which is included. The AC adapter is included, not the batteries. But those batteries are not expensive at all. I think they were under $40. Don't quote me, but the links are there if you want to double check. The stand is okay too. You could see it's not like the most solid one. Well, I haven't tightened this down too, actually. Let me, there, now it's tightened. But again, it's not the most solid one. It's good, and I would say it's good enough for the price, right? You can go higher, more expensive, and then you get stuff that lasts you a lifetime. But I think you don't need to. You can always give those a try first, the cheaper ones. If that works for you, and that's it, you paid like a lot less money. If it doesn't, then it broke down in the future, well, then that's when like, okay, you get what you paid for. From my experience, cheaper is actually not always so bad. And the thing is, like, you start with a cheap camera, you don't even have microphones when you're starting probably, or if you do, they're like the cheaper ones. You get cheap lenses and so on, right? You kind of build this up as you go. Same thing with the lighting gear. So, start with this maybe, or even something less expensive if you want. But for LED, not bad at all. Softbox, like I said, may not be your thing, but it fits on this. It's kind of annoying to put on. The way it actually works, like when you open it and everything, is nice. It's not that bad. Overall, I would say it's a good investment. And it's at least a cheaper investment if you're starting out, even if you're experienced. It doesn't hurt to have some of these ones that are like probably 1/3 of the cost that you're paying, or even a quarter sometimes. And take these out if you're on the road. If those broke down, you don't feel so bad. You only spend a few $100 on them. Where if you spend over $1,000 on something and you're like, something broke or whatever, you're going to feel much worse. Like, oh my God, why did I take this out? Or why did I spend so much money on something? You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. Sometimes starting out with a cheaper option is a good idea, even if you're a pro. It doesn't really make a difference. And this isn't like anything less pro. Hopefully when you're watching this video, I'm not sure, but it didn't, when I was looking over to the side here, didn't see any flickering for the light itself, or when it was in the softbox. And I understand some people are even looking for cheaper stuff, and you can get always like these smaller ones. Like, I'll just show you guys. This is something I have as well, and these are, I can't remember what the make of it was. I think Z96 is what it was called, the light. So I just have it here. I don't even have it mounted because I have some stuff. And then this is on what they call an air box. Yeah, this works too, right? Like, you can get cheaper ones, but I'm not just using this. Like, I'm using a whole bunch of different lights here. And so if you want something that is just good on, good to go, probably a couple of these and one more, either hair light or, backlight, something else, just to kind of offset. These could be your fill light or your backlight if you're doing a 2-light setup. Sometimes you're just doing a 1 light and a reflector. You can play around with this, but definitely get something like this. It doesn't have to be the one I showed you guys here, but this is solid, and it comes with a lot of good stuff. The bag, and the stands, decent quality. I'm sure it would last you a while, and if it doesn't, again, you didn't pay that much money for it. So anyways, hopefully this was helpful to you guys. If it did, give a thumbs up there, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.